Let's talk about CFR 371.3C and why it's time for a refresh. For freight brokers, there's a regulation that's been around for a while, stirring up mixed feelings among those in the know. And it's called CFR 371.3C. And it's all about making sure that everyone's on the same page when it comes to the deals being made between shippers, motor carriers, and freight brokers. The idea behind it is pretty straightforward. Keep things transparent by letting the involved parties know the financial details of their transactions. Sounds fair, right? Well, it's a bit more complicated than that. And some folks are starting to wonder if this rule is still fitting in today's fast-paced logistics scene. Thanks for checking out the Freight 360 YouTube channel. I'm Nate Cross, and today we're going to discuss a federal regulation that's debated amongst transportation professionals. Please take a moment to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so YouTube can get us in front of more people just like you. And please check out the sponsors in the description box to support this channel. If you'd like to learn more about Freight 360 and our training, check out the Freight Broker Basics course in the link below. It's a self-paced program taught by us that covers everything from how to start your brokerage, get new customers, grow the business, and even hire the right employees. So here's the deal with CFR 371.3C. It's like a transparency appeal for the freight brokering world. It mandates that brokers keep a record of the rates negotiated in their deals and share these details with the carriers and shippers if they ask. The goal? To ensure that everybody feels good about the deal, knowing that they were treated fairly. While the intention behind CFR 371.3C made sense when it was written over 40 years ago, the way that we do business and logistics has changed a ton. Here's a few reasons why some people are giving this rule a second thought. Number one, changes to broker pay. Originally, freight brokers used to be paid a commission by the trucking companies in return for finding them loads. It made sense to disclose rates to calculate the commission correctly. That's changed. Now, freight brokers charge shippers directly and pay the carriers themselves. The difference in the two rates is their profit margin. No need to calculate an agreed upon percentage like it used to be. Number two, it's like comparing apples to cars. Let's think about how this plays out in other industries. Take car dealerships, for instance. When you go to buy a car, the dealer doesn't have to tell you what they paid for it if it was a trade-in. That's their business, and it's the buyer's job to do their research and make sure that they're getting a fair deal. Car buyers have access to Kelley Blue Book, and motor carriers have rating tools as well. Even with that, the market fluctuates, and a load for one carrier might be more appealing than that same load for another, which can lead to normal, healthy competition and one offering to take a load for a better rate than the other. This happens on a large scale with shipper bids, the same way it happens on a small scale in the spot market. That's capitalism. Number three is the competitive edge. Being forced to disclose rates can put freight brokers in a tight spot, showing their hand to their competitors. It's like asking a magician to reveal their tricks. Plus, it doesn't really account for the value that brokers add beyond just the numbers. Further, some shipper contracts would prohibit releasing their pricing as a matter of protecting their trade secrets and encouraging competition from both freight brokers and asset-based motor carriers. Additionally, if a broker has a contracted rate for an extended period of time for a shipper, chances are that that margin will change throughout that time frame. They might have an average margin for some time, above average margin for other times, and possibly lose money for part of the contract. The value add is in offering consistent freight spend, which is absorbed by the broker's cash flow operations. So is it time for a tune-up? The conversation isn't about tossing transparency out the window. It's far from it. It's about recognizing that the way that we achieve transparency has evolved. Maybe it's time for the rules to catch up with how business is done today, embracing the tech and the tools that make fairness and clarity part of the package without the extra hassle. Good relationships are what will make this industry succeed, not demanding to open someone's books and peek inside of their financials. So let's wrap it up. As we move into the future of freight brokering, revisiting rules like CFR 371.3C could be the key to keeping things rolling smoothly. It's not about cutting corners or ripping anybody off. It's about streamlining the process in a way that makes sense for everyone involved while protecting the business interests for all those parties as well. So maybe it's time to give CFR 371.3C a little makeover, making sure it fits just right in the modern world of logistics. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.